Dude, today we're gonna break in an engine and then look at some video stuff. So this is the aircraft that had its engine removed and then a new one put in because the engine itself has a time limit. And so this engine was removed, now a new one is in here, and now we're gonna go break it in. Engines, like this one here, have a time limit on them. So after so and so many hours, the engine has to be removed from the aircraft and overhauled. So taken apart, everything has to be looked at and new parts put in. And then once everything is measured and put back together, you can put an engine back on the airplane. So in these cylinders, right, there's a piston moving up and down. And so we have to seat those well so that they make a good seal. This is accomplished by roughening up the sides so it creates a lot of friction. So you have to run the engine hard and hot so that it'll kind of seat itself. And then you look as you're flying, at some point the engine temperatures will come down, and that way you know, okay, they have seated themselves and a lot of the friction is gone now.
Are you going to speak in
Look
German?
at that guy.
Do I have to speak in German?
Yeah, you have to speak in German.
Good luck.
So,
Nein.
we're here with Joel, my ex-flight instructor, I guess.
Now co-worker. You could say that.
Co-worker, yeah. So, Joel, what are we doing today?
So today, one of the main things we're going to do is work on an engine break-in for a 206. So break-in means it's a new engine or overhaul engine. And what we have to do is go out and do a couple flights just to watch temperatures. And eventually what we're looking for is for temperatures to come down and stabilize because they're going to be high initially. That's each of the rings on the pistons and the cylinders are going to be seating, and eventually when that's all stabilized, temperatures will be better and there'll be a nice stable, like, lower temperature. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're looking for. It'll take a few flights for that to happen, maybe one or two. We're going to run it at different power settings. What we don't want to do is glaze an engine where you have heated it up so much that now oil is getting past the rings and that kind of thing. So that's what we're looking for. We're waiting for some weather. It actually is getting better as we speak, so it's looking pretty good out there. But we definitely need a higher ceiling because we're going to take off and we're going to circle above the airport for a little while. We don't trust the engine until we trust it. So that's going to take some time to build some trust in it, make sure everything's going good. And then once that we have a little bit of trust in how things are going, then we'll move on to the practice area. So in the meantime, David and I are working on a new project, getting a YouTube channel started, so we're getting excited about that, putting some cameras together, different angles, figuring out some of the settings on cameras and microphones, just to make that all work well. So while we wait for a little bit of weather, which shouldn't be too long, we'll be working on that kind of stuff. So we're going to do 2 flights at least for the engine break-in. One hour flight, run it at 75% power, so a high power setting. And then we're going to come back and check for oil leaks and make sure if that's all good, we'll go back out for the second flight. That'll be a 2-hour flight where we alternate back and forth between 65 and 75% power just to keep it so that we're changing power settings and not glazing a cylinder.
The weather was pretty crappy this morning, but it looks nice outside right now. But you are a pilot.
Yeah.
And you don't just look outside to determine whether it's good or bad to fly. So what are some things you consider today?
Today, I want to have a high enough ceiling, so clouds that are at high enough level so that we can take off, circle above the airport, still be legal and below the clouds as much as we should be, but also high enough that we're not in the pattern and away from other aircraft. So our current weather, we have a scattered layer at 1,600 feet, and then a broken layer, more clouds there at 9,000 feet. So it looks like we're going to be able to get above the scattered layer and still be below the broken layer, allowing us to kind of circle and have enough visibility and be away from clouds. I'll have you kind of fill this out as we're doing the flight.
Yeah.
There's a portion here that we're gonna get before we hop in the airplane. We're gonna write down the time, the power setting, and then CHTs so we can monitor what are they doing.
Yeah. All right, so let's go break in. Let's break in an engine. So we just came back and landed. Maintenance takes a look at the engine, make sure everything is good. Now we're going up for the second time for 2 hours. As you might know, we are with an organization called MAF, Mission Aviation Fellowship. If you don't know it, maybe go on YouTube, search for it, or look up their website. They have some really cool stuff out there. As employees of MAF, we are required to raise our own support, which is what we're doing right now. So we're meeting people, and in about 3 weeks, I'm supposed to be back at Moody and starting to teach. So we are with MAF, and they give us on loan to Moody so that we can work there at the school. actually how most of the instructors are working there. We are really excited to get started, and hopefully there's gonna be more videos.